So, finally it looks like we've awoken. This man looks at you with great reverence.
By the light!
His eyes are wide with wonder. Where am I? He falls on his knees. Oh, blessed be! The sleeper has awakened. We are saved. What are you doing? Oh, thank the gods! Thank the gods! Stop that. Stand up. Yes? Who are you? I am but your humble servant, my mistress. My servant? You're the one called Ania Melimian, are you not? You know my name?
Yes.
Of course. You are she, aren't you? He looks at you with great reverence. Yes, that is my name. Then we are saved. Saved at last. How do you know of me? We've been waiting, but I should not speak. I am but a lesser ardent. You are a what? I am a lesser ardent, new to the ways of the vigil. Oh, what an honor it is for me to be the one present for your rising. What is the vigil? We are the vigil. We are sworn to await for the coming of her who holds the fate of all. We are your devoted servants, my lady. My servants? Seem to be only capable of asking stupid questions. It is our honor. Bows deeply. You think I hold the fate of all? Man looks at you with awe. It is so written. So written where? Where is it so written? I am not worthy to answer. Then who is your leader? We are led by a savant, Aeachtelos. 8. There were others? Oh yes, for 70 years we of the vigil have waited. Our task has been passed from generation to generation. Take me to this 7th. It would be my honor. Please follow. You feel strange, heavy, yeah, because I have a body now. As if your body can barely carry its own weight. Yeah, if I've been sleeping for 100 years, that's probably a consequence. Vigil Sanctum. With each step, your strength returns, as if your body is starting to remember who you are. The people in this room suddenly stop what they're doing. Master, the sleeper has awakened. A gasp. Savant. This old man's eyes are very tired, as if he has not slept for years.
I greet you, my child.
The man's eyes fill with tears. Are you the one they call the savant?
Yes.
I am Aeachtelos, 8th savant of the vigil. I have seen you before, haven't I? He nods. You have been dreaming of me. He closes his eyes and recites. And when at last ends the timeless dream, so shall the sleeper be made real, and again walk among the living. Then I'm awake, at last.
Yes.
We have done it. After 7 decades, it is accomplished at last. What year is it? It is the year 1490 by Lothlorien reckoning. You have been lost to us for 100 years. And so why did you seek me out now? Why did you awaken me? Because you, my child, you are our only hope. The only hope for the world. Why do you think that? It is so written, for the balance shall be restored by the one who holds the fate of all. Where is this written? It is carved upon the very walls of the dwarven citadel of Mournfield, etched there thousands of years ago by the great prophet Rognimir of Crackholm. And you believe this prophet talk of me? You are the one. You are our savior. What makes you think that? From the dreams of the suffering, a breath of hope shall be found, the prophet from the north, the unmaker of sorrows, and when at last she wakes, so shall end the 100 years of pain. We have found you. We have found you among the nightmares of the dying and the dreams of the living. We have reconstructed your tale from the remains of all that once was. We have found you and we have brought you back. Praise be the Founder. Praise be the Founder.
We must share words.
There is so much to discuss. What do you want to discuss? We are here to listen. You shall tell us how the balance is to be restored, and we will do as you have command. Right. You're asking me. The thing is, I'm not sure if I want to say that out loud in front of all these people. First, I have some questions. What do you wish to know? There was another who had been lost in dreams. His name was Larien Tienangaret. Elven one, yes, we know of him. Has he appeared in your dreams as well?
Yes.
Can you bring him back? It is possible, if that is what you wish. Yes, it is what I wish. Maybe he won't join us, but very well. We shall prepare the ritual. Is there any way I can help? No, we have everything we need. Will take a day, perhaps two. Then please get started as soon as you can. As you wish, my lady. Meanwhile, please rest yourself. I wonder what the ritual entails. Go downstairs to get some sleep. You dream... okay, didn't have time to read. Day passes. You dream of your old friend Larian standing at the waterfalls of Ritzelvane. A day passes. So, we need to come up with a plan. I should know the plan, apparently.
I greet you.
Larian is awake? Yes, he is, so to speak. What do you mean? What has happened to him? You better come with me. Lead the way. So, what's the plan? It is Larian, but he looks different now. His skin is pale and his hair has turned white as snow. Yikes.
Mother of all!
It's you! Larian's face is pale and his hair is white as snow. Yes, it's me. What nightmare is this then? It's no nightmare. You're awake at last.
No, I don't believe so.
It's the truth. The vigil have brought us back into the waking world. Waking world? I have but escaped one nightmare to find it nested within another. Please, Larian, I need your help. My help? Yes. I need your help to find a way to end the century of sorrow. Again she asks me to stand at her side, as if there are still pits of damnation into which my soul has not yet been cast. Please, Larian, join me again. Uh, I would, I wouldn't say that. I try to make the point that about the worst things that have happened in the centuries of sorrow have already come to pass. What could you? The end of the world is coming. What the fuck do you have to be afraid of here anymore? Whatever we do, the consequences can't possibly get any worse. So, yeah, we're at the bottom, rock bottom, but the only way is up at this point. Larian,
This is beyond me. I can't do this.
and what will you do?
I think some well-deserved rest is in order.
He chuckles with sarcasm. So you will just stay here? Yes. Very well then. I stay here for all I care. I don't want to say that. I suppose I'll ask him. Can't do this without you. I can, but I'll still say it.
Please leave me be. I have no desire to speak with anyone.
Hmm. Maybe he's less mad after he recovers. He's... yeah, what exactly do you have to lose? I'd like to make that sort of an argument, even if it doesn't lead to anything here. I'd like to say that the all the worst possible outcomes have already happened. At at worst, things stay the same. At worst is basically us doing nothing.
I greet you.
Yeah, yeah. I need to speak with this savant. Preferably in private, by the way. I can't leave, right? And I talk to him in private. This finely crafted display case contains the following items: two sets of desert ropes, a book entitled Say Saga of the Urlord, and an ancient map. As you examine the map, you are shocked to find that it is marked with the path of your journey from Ritzel's Plain to the top of the Shattered Peaks. Right, so we have to have this conversation. Let's have it then.
We must share words.
Indeed. How did you find me? We did not. We do not know what became of your physical form. And how is it that I'm here? Am I some kind of construct? No, you are flesh and blood, and as I am. So, you have reconstructed my body somehow? Yes. How? The ritual of the waking is a complex task, my child. Its details would take years to explain. Please just summarize. There will be time for that later, but now there are so many more important things that we must discuss. What do you want to discuss? We are here to listen. You shall tell us how the balance is to be restored, and we shall do as you command. Have no idea. The old man's face turns pale. What's the matter? You must come with me. You must come with me now. Where to? Follow. The eyeless gaze of the statue fills you with unease. Are you any... No, he's competent at least. Yeah, let's have this talk in private.
We must share words.
Is it true? He speaks in a hushed tone. Do you truly not know how to restore the balance? I don't, I'm sorry. He hangs his head in sorrow. For so long we had hoped. So many generations had prayed that you would know the answer. I'm sorry. All is lost. There is no hope. Founder, forgive us. Who is this founder you speak of? He is the one who formed the ritual 7 decades ago. He was the first to understand who you are and why you must be awakened. Who was this man? I'm afraid that we don't know for sure. The founder preferred to keep his identity a secret. Why? That we also do not know. Many years have passed since the founding of the ritual, and much has happened. So you truly have no idea who the founder was? Well, there are many who assume that it was the first savant, Thedos Adamian. But you have your doubts. Yes, by all accounts, Savant Adamian was not an ambitious man, not the type to launch an endeavor that spans the generations. Who then? I believe it must have been someone with a more long-term perspective. In the early days of the ritual, we were often visited by an elven scholar, who was very much interested in your history. Who was this scholar? His name was Lord Evanhorn Sithranthil. Lord Evanhorn? I know him. Indeed, and it seems he knows you as well. Where is he? Do you know? He has left long ago, before I was even born. Where did he go? He went to the north, the far north, beyond the peaks of Agerfjord. Why? Why did he go there? I believe he was searching for you, but he did not find you. But why the north? He knew full well that I had traveled south to Hirathanum. He sent me there himself. That I do not know. He only said that he is searching for you in the ruins of Imret Arduin. Imret Arduin, the ancient kingdom of the Heresars.
Yes.
Did he find it? Did Evernorn find the Herazar homelands? I do not know. None have heard from Lord Evernorn in many, many years. Have you any idea what happened to him?
No.
We do not. He was lost, as have so many others. But perhaps he had found the answer. Perhaps he found Imrith Arduin. Lord Evernorn left us 60 years ago. Nobody knows where he has gone. Perhaps he left some clues. Perhaps there are some clues hidden in his home in Ritzelbane. Ritzelbane? But of course, you do not know. What don't I know? The elven forests have fallen. The darkness has devoured them decades ago. Ritzelbane is lost to us all now. Nevertheless, perhaps Lord Evanor has left some clues there. Some clues to what he had learned.
Yes.
It is possible. Then that is where I must go. If that is your wish, then it shall come to pass. We of the Vigil shall do all we can to help you. How can you help me? First, you need some supplies. We have collected many items of power over the years, in the hope that they would aid your quest. What kind of items? Come, I will show you. Please step aside. Don't you tell me what to do. I don't think he's wrong in that I might know what to do. Because the Lord's... that's key. Reason he's going to the north was because I gave him the suggestion. That's where the answer lies. I target individual items there.
Yes.
Here we are. Behold the gifts of 100 generous souls, most of them long dead. They have brought us these offerings in the hope that they will aid in your quest. All of this is for me.
Yes.
Help yourself. Meanwhile, I will await you in my study. Thank you. It certainly looks like it's not my equipment, but at the same time it has a lot of the items I had. Yeah. Basically all the money I gathered and never got to spend was flushed down the drain. Levitating bag. Discover a blessing. Not sure if this is a good thing. These are basically free buff items we can now use. I'll take a torch, just in case we encounter trolls or similar opponents. I suppose we should take as much crap as we can. Narni Roots. Unlimited cure light wounds. Yeah. Major restoration. Well, I'm not a good user of healer's kits, but let's take them anyway. Clarity.
Not interested in icons of life. Shadowy. Protector. Hmm, okay, scrap, I say. Winged Helm. Saving throws, armor class. It's a decent helm. Immunity to knockdown, decent shield. I'm not gonna use a heavy armor. It's a good one though. Also provides bludgeoning resists. I can cast silence spells, so it's not like I couldn't use this. It's just I can't use my dexterity with this, and it takes up half my carry weight plus the armor. So yeah. Ooh. Glip of Law. Good versus chaotic. On hit, magic missile level 5. It's actually quite nice. You could just hank them, especially if you have damage reductions. Helm of Brilliance. Fire resistance 20 points. Fireball, Flame Flash, Prismatic Spray, Wall of Fire, uses up to charges. That could be excellent in a fight. Elven Chainmail. We can cast spells in this. +3, only usable by elf, half elf, and human. Move silently, weight reduction. This looks like probably the best we can have at the moment. I do need a shield. This would be a saving throws plus magic missile. It's not good for armor class though. I'm not sure I want to take that. Here. Gonna need some kind of a shield though. Do you have a bow? Flame tongue. +2, some fire damage. Needs to be a finesse weapon. Disarm. Parry. Blade of Wounds. Evil or neutral. Attack bonus. Wounding. Here. One of many. Electrical damage. Maze of Disruption. Extra bonus versus undead. I don't care. I don't care about the specialized crap. Icy Blade. +3 and some cold damage, so it's basically more or less a superior version of that blade I had previously. Holy shit, dagger. Extra bludgeoning damage. Okay. Fire arrows. And basically all the arrows I can get. Arithil's bow. It's a longbow at least. Attack bonus +3, mighty +4. So it's a +2 attack bonus versus the bow we had previously. At least an improvement. Attack bonus 3, mighty 3. 3, 4. Both are longbows. Like, slightly better. I'm not exactly happy with the amount of arrows I have though. Gem of Brightness. Sunbeam. Would be very useful in certain situations. Ring of Wizardry. Ring of the Dragon. Immunity to fear, armor bones versus dragons. I'll take that, thank you very much. Horn Blasting, I don't care. Elixir of Horus Ray, Sunbeam. I don't particularly care. Fire Resistance. Well, we're gonna have to take some kind of an amulet. Greater Magic Bag. Ooh. My biggest worry is negative effects. Negative levels. Disease, poisons. I need a protection against those if I can get one. Black Moon, Forge of Elements, Religions of Men. Build of Agility, Freedom and Dexterity. That's great. Yes. Roots of Elven Kind. Sequencer Rope. That's not bad. Razors of Dexterity. Two-sided Cloak. Okay. +3 armor. It's not particularly good, is it? Cloak of the Night. Invisibility. Darkness. I don't think I have a cloak yet. These are all terrible. As the spell sequencer rope might be the best for us. No. No. We have to fight way too much. But we can raise dexterity to quite high, and this just isn't gonna scale at all. And the only bonus is really the armor class. So we're going to compare things. This has +3 armor class, so it would be 3. Then there's the lighter armors. 5% spell failure. Has 1 and 3, so only 1 more. Still think the sequencer would be great. Extra wizard spells. Right. Almost everything increases dexterity. D7. Yeah, I think we're better with a rope. 22 with the 22 with this. So doesn't matter. Not at all. This is not particularly good rope. But ooh, sequencer 2 spells. That's interesting. This is probably incredibly expensive rope. 11 chain can go suck itself. Scepter of Lore. Okay, we need a shield and a cloak. Three shields. Soak some damage that everything is gonna bypass anyway. What's the armor here? Looks very light. Yeah, +3. Displacement, 1 use per day. I don't want to accept arcane spell failure though. We have a helmet. Yes, we did. It had a massive amount of fire resistance. This was too heavy. It's a good, but it's very good in fact. But yeah, we would only be able to cast still spells, and it would eat up most of my carry weight. I'd rather take the Knight Shield. It's a good shield in unit knockdowns. 27. Right. Ooh. Selection modifier 3, so 30. Excellent. Decent armor class, not exactly the best possible, but something you can live with. Didn't have another good ring though. But that allowed me to get extra spells again. And because I'm using the key, oh, for fuck's sakes. This I do need. The shield gives arcane spell failure 50%, but can't really cast with the shield. Let's put a haste in there. Something extra. Still flame weapon. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. It's a convenience thing. We might lose the Ring of Wizardry benefit at any moment. If, at the moment we get a better ring, we're just throwing that away. Flame weapon. Not seeing anything particularly interesting here. I'm taking a knock spell though. I don't have the item that had the huge amount of charges anymore. 200,000 wasted. 200,000. Right. Let's continue our conversation. At least we have a plan. We still don't know how the fuck we're gonna turn this into some kind of a victory. But if it's been prophesied, so why not believe in the prophecy for once?
I greet you.
You have any supplies? Probably. Yawn. No. Can you tell me how to get to Ritzelbane?
Yes, but it is a long and dangerous journey. First you must travel eastward across the blighted lands until you come to the edge of the Linlithar forest. Then you must find the ancient paths that lead it to its heart, where the city in the trees once stood. But we do not know whether anything still remains in Ritzelbane.
What help can you offer me?
Here, take this key. It will allow you entry to the upper halls of Arvicentum.
Thank you.
Speak with the woman named Isandra. You will find her in the upper halls. She will lead you to Whittlebane.
My thanks. Ooh, henchman, Sandra.
Is there something else you need?
Nothing else right now. Farewell.
Fare thee well.
You carry with you all our hopes and wishes.
I'll talk with Jesus Spock. Don't even recall his name again. Our previous old henchman. See what he thinks. This is not where he is. What is this? Oh, we have the key. Brass key. This place is familiar. Something terrible happened here. Yeah, I think we got resurrected at a terrible cost. Yeah, there is some dried blood upon the stage. So some kind of a maybe someone had to be sacrificed to function as the body. The docks. Okay, this too might be a bit more involved. Let it be for now. He clearly knows that it's a nasty fucking thing they did here. Don't want to talk about it. It's not important. What's done is done. I don't think I want to press the issue. At least not now. It doesn't seem to be relevant.
Please leave me be. I have no desire to speak with anyone.
I must ask you something. He clenches his jaw in silence. Never mind. I don't care if he's gonna tell the truth or not. I'm fine with both outcomes. I object to calling it the truth, though. That's what we thought for a long time. And I'm going away from here, so what the fuck do I care? So, fuck. I thought it would be someone with heavier armor. The woman standing by the fireplace is chanting sharply. Please be a monk or a cleric.
Greetings to you.
Greetings, are you the woman named Isandra? I am she, and you are the one called Ania Melinian, are you not? Yes. And I am at your service, my mistress. She removes her hood. I was told that you could help me get to Ritzelbane.
I can do that.
Excellent. Then please join me in my travels. Please be a monk, please be a monk. He has the hit points of a monk. Oh god damn, thank you, it's a monk. It's basically a straightforward fighter, which means we can use her as bait while we use arrows. So not all hope is lost. What's your gear? Armor class is shit. Absolute shit. Dodge, mobility, tumble. Yeah, this is quite a bit better. Well, actually, it's not that impressive, but it's better. Knockdown, strength. Attack bonus, electrical damage, slow on hit, beats, whirlwind attack, tumble bonuses, saving throw versus fear, minor healing uses per day. Defenses against undead, extra churning, mithril. I could go down and get him up. Where the fuck is my head? Right. I could go down and get him a helmet. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. There were good helmets here, and I don't think a monk has any real negatives to helmets. He might benefit. The silver ring bears an inscription which reads, "To my darling daughter, Isandra." Well, she probably doesn't want to keep that up. Yeah, helmet would be nice.
Hello.
Well, hello. I am honored by your presence, my lady.
To have some supplies.
I do. Everything I have is at your disposal. Take what you wish.
Probably doesn't have all that many interesting things. Arrows, please, for the love of God, have arrows. He's asking for money, but the price is so low it's totally meaningless. This might be the first time I've ever seen this. We're going to save the world, so they're basically giving stuff away for me to so I can succeed in my mission. It's a minor thing, but I'm happy to see it. Nothing particularly interesting here. I don't want to carry this extra crap. This seems mostly usables. Orcish longbow. Mighty +1. We have a better bow. Arrows. Normal arrows would do anything really. Exploding arrow. Fireball level 5. Well, glad I made an arcane archer that can do that 3 times every day and then get 40 exploding arrows. Poison arrows, are these really any good? Constitution and strength damage. It should, yeah, well, they don't cost anything, might as well buy them. Arrows +3. And a lot of normal arrows. I have no idea when I'm gonna come back here, but even normal zombies at this point might require a decent amount of arrows to kill, so I'm sort of hesitating on the exploding arrows, because I have a nasty feeling that they're going to suddenly switch to them when I'm not looking, and then we're gonna be paying for that particular choice. On the other hand, our companion is a monk now, so she probably isn't gonna get hit by fireballs no matter what. And I can basically just choose outside the fireball range. Okay. I'm buying the first inventory section full of arrows, because I have no idea if we're going to ever get even refills. Okay, we need a helmet for her. Can I talk with you?
Greetings to you. And what do you want?
Please tell me about yourself. What would you like to know? You have unusual features. Are you half elven? Yes, my father was elven. He was a Ceylon warrior of the Limletharn. How did he die? My father died when I was 8 years old. He died defending our hometown of Riversmeet from an assault by the undead throng. His body was recovered, but what? When a great elven warrior dies, he will eventually rise as a fearsome undead spirit called Feylir. Such creatures are terribly dangerous, and everything must be done to prevent them from appearing in our lands. However, if the body is cut into pieces... You don't have to talk about this if you don't want to.
No, I want you to hear this. Very well, go on then. If the body is cut into pieces and the pieces scattered, then each will instead come alive on its own, a flailing limb that poses little threat. Now this is what was done to your father's body. Yes, he was mutilated and the pieces thrown to the four winds. It was horrible. Such a great man disgraced. And your mother?
Her voice is like ice.
In horror at witnessing this, she threw herself into the river and drowned. And what happened to you then? At first I was cared for by my grandmother, Olvinia. Then Riversmeet fell just 2 months later. We fled to the fortress Uthvanor, but my grandmother was old and did not survive the journey. The other survivors from Riversmeet saw to my safe passage to Uthvanor. But then they had to fend for themselves, and so I became one of the many homeless orphans in the streets. How did you join the vigil? I was recruited. By who? It was a man named Donner. He heard of my tale from one of the other refugees and sought me out among the orphans. He told me about a secret society sworn to put an end to the century of sorrow, a group of people who still hold on to hope for the world. The vigil took me into their fold and encouraged me to hone my skills. They had protected me, and now I have become one of their protectors. Indeed. I'm sure they are fortunate to have you on their side.
She nods.
That sounds like a...
Suppose we are okay to take everything we find. Doesn't look anything interesting. We can get her what? A helmet that might slightly increase her armor class, I suppose. I can always I don't want to give her my helmet because it has a lot of abilities that she probably doesn't know, her AI doesn't use, or uses them in a way that it's gonna cause more trouble than it's worth. Also, I don't have any protection belts anymore, so that's gonna be interesting. It does bring up a point. 25 armor class for you sucks balls. So we might be better off boosting her dexterity as much as possible. I mean, the clothes give her room. This gives her whirlwind attack and a couple of feats that she probably has already anyway. Yeah. Just making sure I'm seeing the up-to-date version of this. Yeah, she has everything already. This belt basically gives her a whirlwind attack, which isn't bad by any means, but her armor class sucks balls. Do you have weapon finesse? No. No, so she's strength based. But dexterity will determine her survivability, so does wisdom. Right, so she would benefit more from things like the belt of agility than I would. Same with this. Cloak of mobility is nice, but it's not that impressive to be honest. Are you saying you can't use this? 29, right, so 4 extra already. Might get something from a helm. Uh, can probably get something from the boots. Strength and immunity to knockdown. These are not actually bad things. You can keep those. Warding amulet. Armor class bonus versus undead. Natural modifier. So this might be, considering what the world we live in, that's probably very useful. So, and she needs gloves to be effective, so I can't keep changing those either. Yeah, we can probably change the helmet, but that's about it. I could use these feats, though I don't have them. The belt is worthless to me. But at least her armor class is somewhat respectable now. It'll be 34 against undead, so... I'm not going through their gear. 21 armor class. Shit. That's bad. The best part about Monk isn't that we have a warrior here. The best part is the fact that she's much faster than I am, so even though she lags behind, every time we start a fight she's gonna just zoom past me and hit the enemies before they hit me. So I don't really have to worry about that too much. In that sense, she's a much preferable aid to me than any other warrior type. We just need to get her armor class up a bit. Right, armor class deflection. This won't do anything with that. Well, improved saving throws fortitude. I don't give a shit about her spotting ability. She might be able to use a cloak. +3 normal shield. Bonus speed cleave. Dodge. Can use a shield, a small shield with no spell failure chance. Probably should take these raised dead things. And I'll take an icon of life. Is her armor any good? There was another light armor here. It's basically +2 that has nothing. The damage reduction, so 5 is basically a horseshit. Cumulative warding. I'll take the natural armor +2. I'm not sure. Well, anything that isn't undead, this is worthless. Monk, attack bonus, alertness, mind affecting, no good. Strength build. No, I want this. Cloak of Elven Kind, worthless. This. It's a light armor, but +3 light armor. Clothing of +2. Two-sided cloak. Only usable by part. Darkness improved invisibility, 1 use per day. Okay. You can't use it. Why? Because it's a light armor and... no? She refuses to use it. Okay. Fair enough. I have no use for this. Shit. Well, it's better than nothing. At least the carry weight situation improves drastically with this. Okay. I don't want to carry around excess crap. I got the feeling because the game basically flushed down 200,000 of my money that it doesn't particularly care about money at this point. So I'm going to actually just assume that money is not going to be really any kind of meaningful modifier at this point anyway. We might be able to purchase minor things here and there, but mostly we're on our own. Right. So, new adventures with new companions. Where the fuck are we? We need closer to... we need about 9,000 experience points to get a level up, so... I really haven't gained much. But at least we're back to adventuring. No more dream sequences, hopefully for at least a while, at least long ones. Ustvanor. Fairly sizable city. South of here there is a staircase leading up to the walls. That is our way out. So you lower yourself down from the walls, that's how you get out. This weathered runestone seems to have been neglected for years. Among the runes you recognize the symbol of Arendella, goddess of the harvest. Yeah. Worship is probably down in a society like this. I want to see if there's a mage's tower of some sort. Maybe a smaller quest too. You hear someone shouting up ahead. God and the mad prophet. Yeah, of course it is. Ah, fuck. I better sold my crap here.
I greet you.
shit. Do I have to go back and carry all of the extra crap so I can just sell it? Well, let's look what we have. I'm not gonna do it unless there's something we absolutely need here. It seems like likely we either have enough money or the equipment we got there was similar or better. Well, extra arrows. Yeah, I think for the most part you just get better equipment there, so there's no real need to do any massive purchases here. Right. I would still like to visit a wizard. If you could get Breach, Lizard's Breach, that would be great. Because I could actually put that spell to use immediately with the wizard ring. Maybe even okay, chapel, warehouse, tin tankard, Arnold's armory, market. What is this? Tin tankard. No. I want to go to the chapel first. Proper healing potions would also be worthwhile. I don't think I have even a single one. No one here. A surprise move. No one gives a shit anymore. Yeah, I'm not gonna still steal from the donation box. Priest's ghost. Priest of Palace has died, and only his ghost now remains. You're seriously using holy water. Just kick the shit out of it. I'm blind. Yeah, he's dead. This man lies dead, his hand clutching his stomach. The fuck caused him to die? Letter. Forgive me, Pallas, forgive my weakness. I could no longer bear your silence. I could no longer hold the faith alone. I have you abandoned us now, in the hour of our greatest need. The army of your enemies amasses outside our walls, and yet still you do not answer my prayers. What have we done to deserve your hatred? I can no longer go on. I shall drink now this poison and place my soul in your hands. If you reject it and cast it back to the earth, then so be it. If it is your will that I become one of these abominations, then so I shall. Forgive me, Pallas, forgive my weakness. Oil of poison. Hemlock. Plastic hemlock. Belt of guiding light. Immunity to death magic. Ah, that's useful. Shield of holiness. Bones versus undead. +3 extra turning. I don't give a crap. Morning star of potentially usefulness. Yeah, I might as well put these in the correct pages of the start. our first full heal potion. I'm just taking this so I can oil of blessed upheaving, lesser restoration. Okay, I'm gonna just sell this to the first person that comes along. The money might be totally worthless, but it's totally effortless to get that money. And you never know. A single heal potion might be multiple thousands of gold, so 20,000 gold doesn't seem all that much money from that perspective. Rats killing rats. What was the key for? It's probably not that important. Nope. Tin tankard. Well, we could basically see what's going on here. Maybe talk to the Mad Prophet too. Herbidag.
Hey, what?
Who are you? What business is that of yours? Leave me be. Sorry, let me introduce myself. My name is Ania Melimian. Yeah, so what you want? What are you doing here? Drinking. What does it look like I'm doing? No, I mean, what is a dwarf doing in this town? What? You got a problem with dwarves, you elven git? No, I just haven't seen dwarves here in Uthbanor. Well, take a good look then. Fill your eyes and then leave me be. How did you get here? I was down here with Gronim's battalion helping the human folk, but then the undead flooded the place and... I don't want to talk about that. Leave me to my drink. Maybe we can help each other. Huh? Why don't you join with me? Look like a capable warrior. Be careful. I don't think we can trust this one. Capable? In the past may have, but not no more. There's something wrong with his arms. No. Yes, maybe? Yeah, they just... Some of them use the old models that don't really look like hands, while my character uses the more finger-like models, I guess.
Nay.
I don't want to talk about that. Come on, come on.
Get your gun.
Yep. Anything you've got?
Hello there. What is it? Oh, come on then, I don't have all day.
What's happening around here? Around here? Nothing. We just sit and watch. Want a drink? Sure. Okay, what exactly do you got? Nothing particularly interesting. Are you interesting? No, no, no. You are interesting identifying my items? Immunity to death magic.
I am weighted down too heavily, I fear.
Now I can't carry this anymore. I changed plans. Why can I even talk to you?
only thing you do is bitch about things. Ah, right. Hmm. I don't want to start to beat down doors here unless I have some proper reason.
Yes?
Can I ask you something? His face turns pale. What is it? Are you okay? Yep. Okay, do you know
The
something?
end is near! The end is near!
What are you talking about?
To dust we shall return!
What makes you say so? What do you know? I want to hear what he has to say. I have seen our deaths in the air. The end of days is upon us. Have you seen? The Unmaker comes. He is among us. Who is the Unmaker? Come on, let's get out of here.
The end is near! The end is near!
We're doomed! I've seen it! Seen our death in the air!
Right.
I greet you.
Undead. Ah, fuck. No one can identify things. Ah. Fine ropes? I don't particularly care how good the prices here are. Good or bad, doesn't matter. You need to identify that. Okay, I think I know how to get some extra carry weight. Some of these items they weigh quite a bit and don't take too much space. But that does not weigh too much. Ah, it'll help a little bit. But still like to identify the Morning Star. I do have potions of lore. Hmm. Surely there's a. I'd really like to find some guy, any guy who sells spells. I mean, there are spellcasters or hybrid classes who don't get too many selection of spells. They have to buy them. So even those classes would be so royally fucked in a system where you can't buy spells after a certain point.
Greetings.
She looks at you with a strange expression. Greetings, may I ask your name? My name's Nora Wayne. And who is she? The little girl hides behind her mother. Don't be scared. She's frightened by weapons, milady. No, sorry. Put your weapons away. There, is that better? She's still very scared. She's very skittish, milady. Please don't mind her. What are you doing here? I live here with my daughter. We live here in the stables. There have been no horses for a long time, so they let us stay here. Are you refugees? She nods. Yes, from the Eastern Valley. I see. Milady, may I ask you something? What is it? I've never seen you before. Are you from another town? You could say that. Really? Where are you from?
Do you have any news of others? I'm sorry, I have no news. Have you, by any chance... Go ahead, say what's on your mind. Have you been to the Eastern Valley? A small farm with a mill on the Welker Stream? No, I haven't. No, I'm sorry, I don't know that place. Oh, why do you ask? That is where I'm from, my home. I see.
She looks very sad.
Why are you so sad? It's my husband, Derek. He stayed behind. He sent us to safety here with the others, but he stayed. That was not a wise thing to do. Derek is a warrior trained by his father, who was a general during the Jantar War. Derek believed he could hold off the undead. What was so important on that farm that he would risk his life? He wanted to tend to his father's grave. You see, he believed that as long as he prayed there each night, his father would not rise as an undead monster. And did that work? Derek believed that it did, while in other places the dead rose from their graves, his father's ghost remained at rest. So he planned to stay there forever. He just couldn't leave. He just couldn't. I understand. I hope that he's still alright. If I happen to pass through the valley, maybe I will find him. Really? Are you going up there? Yes. Then I beg you, my lady, if you see Derek, please tell him that we're alright. Please tell him that we are waiting for him here. If I see him, I will tell him.
Thank you kindly.
You think this will end? Do you think there is still hope? Yes, I think there's still hope.
Thank you kindly.
I'm glad to hear that others still have hope in their hearts.
Yes. Okay, I think we basically... Doesn't appear that there's any new options for us here. Market isn't much of a market. Ooh, a market building? Right. As far as I can see, we basically should just get the fuck out at this point. How? We need to go to the... southern wall. Some southern wall. But, what exactly was their plan? Oh, fuck it. There has to be a marking on that. We have to be careful with the visual. It is freakishly cultish. So that's not gonna be. They're not gonna open that, I assume. But what then?
Well met. Yes.
Can you tell me how I can exit the city? Sorry to bother you, officer. My friend is unwell. What? I know the way. Don't draw attention.
Greetings to you.
We must go to the center of the western wall, near the tall statue that stands watch over the ocean. And then what? Then we jump over the wall. I have placed some bales of hay to cushion for our fall.
Okay. Western wall, where is it? Statue.
Huge success. Now we must make our way down the cliff. Be careful. Seriously?
Well, once I'm out of the city area, I'll end things there. Ah, zombies. Is it worth even to use arrows on these? I mean, they're just zombies. I can't enchant her weapons. Didn't think of that.
I will win the day!
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
We have no choice.
Victory!
They must be eliminated. You must fall for the greater good.
Ah, they can't cross the shallow water there. I was wondering what the fuck they're doing. No one's moving.
I will win the day!
Yeah, I'm sure I will, but is there any point trying to even kill these? I mean, they're pathetic. Right, so... Is this one of the situations where the pathfindings are having difficulties, right?
I ask you to...
We're not protected from their attacks anymore, though. So maybe we should be more careful about this. We also don't have regen. Oh, no, we have the item that can perpetually do cure light. So actually, it's not that much of a
I
problem,
ask
really.
you to follow me now.
Any point going here? No. Biggest worry is that there's another undead fight here, and now my companion is nowhere to be seen.
We have no choice. They must be eliminated.
Ah, the land of the dead. Good place to end. Good place to and good timing to get back to adventuring. It feels like a huge part is basically just at the end of the previous chapter and at the start of this. It's just a massive amount of this talking and walking down a straight line, basically, and reading text. Uh, I think it's a bit too much. It should have been handled in a different manner. But it's hard to say until we end this, because I don't know which dreams are actually tied to the bigger picture until I see the bigger picture. So maybe it'll pay off, but at this point it seems like it was too bloated, and I don't really see the point of some of the dreams we had. It should have been condensed to something tighter.